Today Justin and I are both very disappointed. We were very young when those towers were destroyed, and we weren't even in preschool yet.
Ted and I would have loved to see what it was like to be inside those buildings. What a bummer. Those awful terrorists ruined everything. I wish we could go back in time with time machines.
Hey Justin. That reminds me. We recently got portal powers after we got zapped by the battery used to power up toy guns. Also, we invented a little time travel device. We just haven't used it yet. Let's see what we can do. What if we go back in time and prevent those nasty attacks from happening?
Well, bro, I love the way you are thinking. We should get that stuff all ready. Let's see if we can prevent the attacks from happening.
Yeah! The world will call us heroes, those towers will be saved, and the Earth will be better than it is now. Oh no! We just remembered that there were 2 other planes that were hijacked. We can't be doing this alone. We need Aaron to help us. Good thing we have superpowers that allow us to make portals. Let's go.
Ted and Justin, you came here to visit me.
Yeah! We could use your help. How would you love to help us travel back in time and prevent those terrorist attacks from happening in New York City?
Didn't Brian already do that on Family Guy? It seems that he has ended up causing an apocalyptic civil war that wiped out thousands of celebrities' lives and lead to police officers becoming cruel cyborgs that destroy historic legacies in the country.
Aaron, Family Guy is just a completely fictional cartoon. It was just a whole bunch of exaggerated stuff that probably would have not happened even if those attacks were prevented in real life.
Oh, that's right. Family Guy is just a crazy and wacky cartoon full of not realistic stuff. Anyway, yeah, I am up for it. Let's travel to New York City, let's portal there with your portal powers, and let's save the towers and all of the people in danger.
Okay. Here's the plan. I will use my portals to prevent the planes from crashing into the city. Justin, you will use your portals to suck all of the evil guys out of the planes. Aaron, you will take control of the plane that's currently on its way to the North Tower. Justin, you will take control of the plane that is on its way to the South Tower. Both of you will fly the planes to Los Angeles where they are supposed to land.
This would make Seth MacFarlane unlucky that he didn't make it onto the flight on this day. He will be disappointed that the flight he was supposed to be on would actually make it to Los Angeles without him on board.
Aaron, it's okay. I already walked up to him and told him that the plane he was supposed to be on has been hijacked. I used the portal to help him get back to Los Angeles. Oh. Here comes the first plane. Let's use our portals to make them miss the North Tower. Justin, you use the portals to suck the bad guys out of the plane. Alright Justin. Suck the bad guys out of the plane. Let's make sure those bad guys land in a place where police can arrest them immediately. Great job. Now Aaron, it's your chance to get there and steer that plane to Los Angeles.
Alright, let's fly this plane to Los Angeles. Oh my gosh. All of the passengers are cheering for me and my friends. This is gonna be exciting.
There he goes. Off to Los Angeles. Now then. When the next plane comes, we shall do the same thing, except this time, you take control of the cockpit and fly them home.
Here comes the plane. Alright, you use a portal to force the plane to miss the building while I use my portals to suck the bad guys out. Then I will fly the plane to Los Angeles.
Okay. This time use the portal to suck them straight into the police station while I use my portals to fly them away from the buildings. Your turn to get there and fly it.
Alright. 2 planes were saved, and 2 more to go. I wonder what my brother Ted will do with those other planes that are currently set to crash into other places.
As for those other 2 planes, I will use portals to prevent them from crashing. I will use my own portals to suck out the bad guys and land them in police stations. And I will constantly switch back and forth between the 2 planes every hour. I could put one on autopilot and fly the other, and I can switch planes when I want to.
Today is one of the most heroic days in history. 4 airplanes that were hijacked and about to crash into buildings were flown into mysterious portals, and they all made it safely. Portals opened up and the planes flew into them and out another portal facing away from the buildings the terrorists tried to crash the planes into. All of the terrorists were forced out of the planes, and they have all been interrogated. Apparently, their coordinator was a guy named Osama bin Laden. Best news of all is, Osama bin Laden has also been interrogated, and here is what he has to say.
It's true. I was the one who coordinated those hijacks. I am jealous of how well the United States is doing with its power. I sent those guys over to the US to hijack those planes and crash them into those buildings so I could make the United States become a weak country. I failed because someone has already invented portal technology to save those planes and send my soldiers to jail where they got interrogated and they revealed that I was the one who planned the whole thing. It looks like it's life in prison for me.
Yeah. You better be sorry. You're never getting out of prison. Also, all airports in the US are closing down until changes get made to the world. Airport security is now gonna be a lot stricter and airplanes will now have much stronger doors that will protect the pilots from anything dangerous like that again.
There's no way he is getting out from behind those bars. Anyway Aaron, we only have these portal powers for a few more days before they fade away, so you should get back home soon.
Alright. Thank you Ted and Justin for having me with you on this adventure. I feel like a hero now. Anyway, I gotta go back to my other home in California. See you another time.
You know what I just realized about you boys? You look a lot like those teenagers who used portals to prevent those planes from crashing into those towers on that day. I don't know how they did it, but they are such heroes.
Just to let you boys know, your father and I are thinking about visiting those twin towers one day. Maybe you boys would love to come with us on that trip.
It turns out that the only things that got changed when we prevented those horrible attacks from happening were lives being saved and Osama bin Laden being arrested early. Plus, that eight-sided tower that could have become the One World Trade Center was built somewhere else in New York City and is called something else. George Bush still won in 2004.
Airport security has still become a lot stricter to prevent anyone else from trying to do what those bad guys tried to do. I guess Family Guy was lying to us after all. There is no second civil war. The world is just fine the way it is now.
That Family Guy episode called Back to the Pilot is completely different. There is no mention of the hijacked planes. Also, South Park never made an episode about Osama bin Laden. They did something else entirely. It's about the boys discovering a portal device, and they accidentally get themselves into a lot of danger. At least I still have the DVD copies of those episodes of those shows, and they did not get affected by the changes Ted Justin and I made to the timeline. Everything else came out unedited as planned. Anyway, I am gonna get back to my games. See you go folks later.